nation's capital. Sails over the end line. Now whistle 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now it's Ryan. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do at open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, Peterson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll...
You just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash, this from 53. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
On first down, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45. thing here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Ryan. Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Smith. Forced out to his left. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Smith on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deion Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So out come the Falcons now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to get this across the 10 before yards and a 1st down. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd down, Freeman. Oh, look at that. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
As a DN, when you play the run, you don't always have to make the tackle. Just have to use the right technique to make sure the play goes where you want it to. And in this case, did an excellent job stringing this one out and making the tackle at the end of it.
And for a loss. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Dancing to his left. He's airing it out for Sanu. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return comes to a halt right at the... Yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Hey, on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. From the gun, here's Smith. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. Now Smith. Flush to his right. This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide can catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. To the air again, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
And here now come the Falcons. They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius. I do admire that he went for it.
Throw left side is complete to Reed. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Smith. And an alley to run. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a 1st.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Smith on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Smith going to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Tech McKinley, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So after 2 unsuccessful attempts this time, he's able to find the range, and he gets his guys the lead.
And we wondered whether those 2 misses would come back to haunt him. They still might, but at least he's able to get some sort of redemption and get his guys back in front.
On the return, here's Justin Hardy. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down. Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the 2 of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. His throw incomplete. It was DeShazer Everett that time who got a hand in to break it up.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out, it's not the case.
On 1st down, Smith. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, it's Smith. Oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the red zone now, Smith. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. To throw on second down is Smith. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Vic Beasley in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and call it an even 50 yards. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we've reached halftime here. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's Smith to throw on second down. And his pass incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Smith. bring one out for Crowder. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Let's go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now it's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Ryan. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 62 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Smith. And that is incomplete here. Well, while we have a second here, how about we get bold and make a couple Super Bowl predictions?
Hey, why not? Let's go ahead and put ourselves on the spot.
Just more fodder for the angry people. What do you think? Who's going to win it? Who's going to be the MVP?
Well, my prediction for this one is the New England Patriots win the football game. They win it 32-30. The MVP, the McCourty twins, Jason and Devin. They both get 2 interceptions apiece, and instead of splitting the trophy, they wrestle for it right there in the 50-yard line post-game, because you know sibling rivalries, one always wants the upper hand.
Okay, that's bold. I'll go Rams on a Greg Zuerlein 44-yarder from the right hash as time expires.
44,
MVP Todd Gurley, 2 touchdowns, 1 catching, 1 rushing.
I like it.
There you go.
You don't like the McCourty thing, though.
No, I do like that. If that happens, you're Nostradamus.
There you go.
Smith on 1st down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Smith. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Smith now operating from the gun. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Here's Smith. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Smith. And this one is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Smith throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Back to throw, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Nice pick, nice pick.
Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful, getting his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it's 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, Smith being chased out left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Flush to, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Alex Smith, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, here's Smith. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now Hardy on the return. Big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Hardy, 95 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Smith on 1st and 10. It's hauled in by Doxson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Smith on 1st down. Completes it right side to Doxson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing again is Smith. It's brought in by Doxson. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Smith finding Doxson that time for a Washington 1st. On 1st down, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Ryan Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Smith on 3rd down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan